I think this is more self-document as we are protecting our energy um, externally and from ourselves. Because right now, um, I I feel I'm going through this massive transition. Therefore, it's all I can see on the outside because I'm no longer influenced by the outside energies, not even particularly people, but energies as in overall, um, others, external and internal, conflicting energies, the environment. Um, I guess that's the benefit of being in solitude and finding yourself more in your isolated isolated days and hours. It does get lonely, but that's the part that is actually under construction at the moment. As we speak of energy, I how I see it is you have we could look at it as layers. So we have thoughts, emotions, vibration, and then gracefully and thankfully. And the great thing about it is that the the ultimate and the primordial one in charge is that deeper depths, uncorrupted frequency. You could look at it as like the bottom of the ocean. There could be a storm, there could be a tornado, there could be a tsunami, you name it. But the bottom of the ocean is always subtle, is always peaceful. And that could be the part of you that is the ultimate observer of your life. And you get glimpse of it usually in what could seem like a life and death state, through a huge impact and something where it's just instincts, all instincts, when it comes to that very fast moment. It could happen in seconds, and there's that the higher part of you that suddenly does show up in surface. That's the instincts, the vibration, how I'm seeing it from the subtle frequency that just does the work. And that is that most that most tranquil frequency part of you, and God that we may envision as separate from us, that is actually all that just comes, and the angels and everything comes together and makes that moment suddenly safe, in the midst of chaos. So I say that because it's happening at the moment in all levels. So in other words, where I may appear super calm, which I am, but there's that part of it's past even the thoughts, but the mind is very busy. The mind is under construction at the moment. So is the we could look at the mind energy of Mother Gaia, everything that it's currently taking care of from the obstruction that's taken place on the eons of all of it combined, meaning each of our individuated energies, the conditions, the polluted environment, the all of it. Just, it's Mother Nature is truly healing herself in the deepest level we've seen yet, and so is humanity. So is and at the same time, everything is coming into alignment. Time and space, timelines and realms, and the ancestors, the deities, the God in us, the planets, the galaxies, you name it. It is all just beautifully happening. So it's happening in all individuated energies, and collectively, more than just the human race with the spirit and all of that in us, just, but all of nature, everything is happening, is realigning itself, therefore without, so as within, so without, as above, so below. All of it is coming together. So I say that because, once again, we could look at our individuated selves as like the microcosmic, which is the smallest, tiniest particle of this entire happening. And the beautiful thing is, the core is happening right here in each one of us, and planet Earth, and all of the wonderful, like, what appears to be the hierarchy energy, because we can't see it, we haven't had this full connection and communication with it, although it has with us. This is where our protection and everything comes from, but it's all happening right here. That is why everything that is happening within you, and the work that you also, your devotion, the work that you're putting in, your acknowledgement, honor, acceptance of all of you, is the reflection that you see everywhere. And that is why this may resonate, because although you might have not thought of it, or it resonates. When something resonates, is because, once again, it's the deeper depths of truths that is actually unfolding at the moment. Which, speaking of truths, I would say for us to look at truth as ever unfolding. Let's not stagnate it by trying to label it or hold on to a specific truth, or have these multiple truth, and let's not limit it, let's not condition it, let's not program it. That is the very thing that we are cleansing from all aspects, and that includes the word truth, the word love, the word surrender. It is, if we could simplify it, just think of everything that we've known, right? So the known, everything that's been measured, that's happened, that's occurred, and we can put all that as like the past. Then you have the unknown, which is our ever unfolding moments. Each word that comes out, each movement is the unfoldment. It's not something that I'm predicting, and it's not an act, it's a flow. It's a surrendering to our authenticity, and the trusting that the divine messages and words, the linguistic, beyond that, the deeper connection that is now connecting with the soul, rather than just the mind, or it's connecting deep, and it's what we're doing at the same time is activating this deeper flow in all of you. So, I mean, to simplify it, we can look at it as the heart and the mind aligning, or all of the chakras aligning and being able to have such divine connection. Or we can view it in a way of how we look at nature, how nature just interacts, all of the elements, how they've always been, they always will be, and it's all that could ever be, and it remains. Even in other galaxies or planets, let's say, they are still a very significant energy. The fire, the air, the water, the space, it just, including time, it just shows up in a different type of energy. Actually, let me correct that. Same energy, but it will just have a different, a different type of appearance, I guess, in a better way that I can put it. So right now, you are getting this energy from me. We are having this energy exchange. But when I step out and go for a run, I am running. I am no longer in this space. I'm in a different space. Someone is viewing me in whatever energy exchange that is happening between where that person's mind is and where I am and running. And so it's a different type of energy, or connection, I should say, the same energy. Yes, let me correct that. I am in a space where I am learning to just fully radiate. I've already surrendered to the full acceptance of my wholeness, meaning I'm not judging my past. I'm not monitoring my present moment, and definitely not here to control the future, to control what is to come. I'm just fully in acceptance, in gratitude, in just beautiful surrender to all that is flowing through me. I was actually going to go somewhere else with this. But I guess I will leave it here. The main thing is just to remember to just continue to surrender, love, trust, and full acceptance of you and your wholeness, and allow it to be the ever unfolding of you. Just like we are to look at truth. It is the ever unfolding. It's never, the moment we try to hold on to like a spectrum now, it's like we're putting a cap on what is to be ever vast. It's like, the ocean is just, we're not trying to say there's one ocean, one water. So yes, I send you much love.